Hey everybody. Oh, let's see what we've got here tonight. I'm going to show you some rice paper I got from Reba Rose Creations. This is just a couple of them that I've got here, and I did these as a printout from her website. I know you can get these right here. Excuse me. I'm trying to see what all I've got here. Hey Terry. It has been a crazy day. The girls just left a few minutes late. I walked outside. I thought, oh my gosh, it's 6 o'clock. And I have to get over there real quick. Hey, Marjorie. We're going to do a cigar box I got from my son-in-law. And I think I'm going to gift this back to him. Pretty sure I'm going to gift it back to him. Hey, Carol Ann. Hey, Melissa. Now, guys, tomorrow I'm not going to be able to go live at 2 o'clock like I had planned. Lauren called. Declan doesn't have school. She doesn't have anybody to watch him, so I'm going to have to have Declan. But Declan and I might come live and cook. He's been wanting to make some cookies. We may come live at 2 together and make some cookies. That might be the extent of me going live tomorrow. Hey, Pam. Hey, Mel. Hey, Suzanne. Here's some rice papers that I've got from Reba, and everybody loves gingerbread. Look at these. You can make some ornaments out of these cute gingerbread rice paper. I got these, and then I got this one to make some square coasters. And these right here, these 4 will fit a coaster perfect. It's just some vintagey looking birds. And this is the one I'm going to put on this cigar box. It says, Wanted Cigar Thief. And I thought this would be really cute on this box. I think I'm going to paint my box black. And the top of it, the white. But I thought this would be cute. And I may gift it back to Brad because he does smoke cigars every once in a while. And I thought, I'm going to do that. So, I'm not going to do anything to the inside of it in case he decides he wants to use it. But I am going to do the back outside. And I don't mind, I'm not going to fill this part here in. I'm going to leave this on here. He'll be able to still see it. Today's your brother's birthday. Well, happy birthday to your brother. Let me get my other black. I have a new black, I think. This is a new black. Yes, gingerbread. I've got one for you. Wilma, I've got one for you. So, we're going to go ahead and start painting this black. I want this outside black. And I don't mind if that comes through right there. I may even put a little bit of rub and buff over that part. And I'm not going to come up here in the wood part of it because I don't want to, if he does decide to use it, then I don't want to put anything on it. But like I said, I'll have Declan tomorrow. Hey, Betty Young, how are you doing? Let's just go right up to that edge. We're going to leave the inside just as natural as we can. Get a little bit of paint down there in those etchings. But I'm probably going to gift this back to him. I may have Jeff take it down to him tomorrow when he picks up Declan for me. Thank you, Patty, for sprinkling out. But Declan and I, we may come, Jeff's going to go pick him up and bring him here. He and I may make some peanut butter cookies. He's been wanting to do a live with me for a while. He thinks he can do it. So see right there, you can still see the etching, and that's okay. And let's go ahead and do the other side here. I'm just doing black. I think the black is really going to set it off. I may even do a little bit of rub and buff on it. And see what we got. But I'm just coming right up to that edge. I really don't want to go into the cigar box part of it in case, like I said, he may decide to use it for something. It'd make a really cute novelty piece too. So we got 2 sides there. Let's kind of go around and let's get this side over here, and then we'll dry it and do the back. And this one's got an indented. Ooh, I just spread that paint all over. We'll get the bottom too. And I'm just using good old chalk paint. It really goes good on this wood. This wood does kind of soak it up a little bit. Maybe I'll go ahead and get this top. But don't get down inside of it. We'll get the top. And we'll go ahead and get the back here. I could have taped it off, but I didn't do that. That would have been a good idea to tape it off, but you know what? Hindsight's 50-50, isn't it? Hey, Dawn. Hey, Tony. How are you doing? Football season starts soon. And so I won't be on Tuesdays or Thursday nights, so I'll have to come on earlier on Tuesday. On Friday, I will be at the football games unless it's a out-of-town game that's too far for us to drive to watch my nephew and his buddy Chase. Hey, Tracy. Reason why I say Chase is because Chase and Brayton have played together since they were, gosh, started out kindergarten together. And they've always played well together. They don't even have to communicate to each other. They know where the other person's going to be when they make their passes. So I'm excited for those I said football, I mean basketball games. They play twice a week. Couple tournaments. And I'm excited to go watch him. Hey, Diane. Hey, Ruth. I didn't bring my iPad over here. I completely forgot. Jeff's going to run to the store because I'm hungry for something and I don't know why. I get so tired of chicken. But I told him I really wanted to make some Thai chicken wraps. That's what we're going to have tonight when I get done here. I like the Thai chicken wraps. You can get it I got trash behind the Cheesecake Factory. Hey, Sharon Rich. So if you guys would all share this out, I'd appreciate it. Let's dry this up. Hey, Dorothy. Get this dried up. Hey, Ovita. Little spot there. Jill, we are making over a cigarette box that my son-in-law got for me. And I'm going to gift it back to him. I've got a really cute piece of rice paper to put on it. Thank you, Terry. I haven't done a cigar box in a while. Let's get that paint in there. Make sure that's good and dry. I might want to take some Rub and Buff over that. Diane, if you go to my page at the top and you scroll over, there's my Telegram. Tracy, no, Emma didn't feel like it today, and I was fighting with my laser. I don't know what was wrong with it, but it was really giving me a pain today. But I got some orders cut out, and Jeff got them to the post office, and I got to do some more. But we are going to be working on some napkin bundles. I need to get rid of all my napkins. I've decided that anything extra I've got is going. And I should say they're going to be napkin and ribbon bundles. I'm going to put them all together. Oh, that sounds fun, Jill. My son-in-law picks these up for me all the time. I'm going to take just a dry brush and I'm going to kind of work that paint a little bit better inside of there. kind of got a glob. Yeah, Brad gets these, and I think the guy sometimes gives them free, and sometimes he charges 50 cents a piece. And if he charges them, I pay him for them. But he didn't charge him very often. Except one time Brad went down there to get some. And the guy goes, man, I wish you'd have been here last week. I'd have gave you 100 of them. I threw them in the trash. Threw them in the trash. So now he checks kind of fairly often. Let's get this back, and then we're going to go ahead and do the bottom. Get the bottom done. Your twin grandsons are playing basketball. They're 13. Oh, goodness, Cindy. I tell you what, I miss it when my twins were that age. They were always into something. But Declan doesn't have anywhere to go tomorrow. His other Mimi, who lives closer, Nana, she can't watch him. She's got to do something with the other grandkids. And I'll have him tomorrow. But it'll be awful quiet because Griffin's not going to be here to antagonize his brother. Griffin will be in his daycare. He's still going to daycare. He's kind of mad at Lauren right now. Lauren says when she drops Griffin off, because he was out of school a week, or out of daycare a week. When she drops him off to school, he's mad at her because he wants to stay with her. And she said he's still, like, carrying a grudge. I said, well, then he's a true Philpott, that's for sure. Hey, Barbara. I tell you what, I didn't even feel like fixing my hair today. My head is still hurting, but it's better. I told Jeff, I said, I really can't even stand to have the brush go through my hair right now. It hurts. So I'm trying to ward off getting a migraine. I haven't had one of those in years. Let's go ahead and get this on. I would really like to crackle the box, but I don't think Brad will like it crackled. Okay, let's just go ahead and smooth out our strokes. Make sure we got all that on there. Oh, I just thought of something I could put over on those places. Let me get that in my water. Just thought of something. I think I know where they're at. We can hide that. Thank you, Diane. That is so sweet. I'll think of something I got. I might have something that'll go over those spots. Might have something to go over them. You're riding your exercise bike trying to build up your strength. Oh, I've got to tell you guys a funny. Let me dry this so you can hear me. I'm going to sand this and put another coat on the bottom. It needs another coat. I have had so many surgeries on my hands, and I saw it was a story or something either on TikTok or on Facebook, maybe a reel, about some guy's dad's hands. He was losing the ability in his hands, and I can relate to that because I have arthritis in my hands, and I've had so many trigger fingers and just overuse of my hands. This guy got his dad a ball that has a little spinner in it, and you have to get it going, and then it tells you, how you're going to move your wrist. Well, I got it as a gyro ball, and it's by force that it makes it move, because there's two little arrows inside, and you push it with your thumb until you get tension, and then you put it in your hand, and then it exercises your hand all the way around. And Jeff and I both did it last night, and we woke up this morning, and we felt like we had an exercise from our shoulders down to our fingertips. And it was crazy. When I get back in the house, I'll show you a picture of it. But it was funny. Okay, I just need to sand those that line of paint out, and we're going to put just another quick coat on this. And I put my water and paint, my water in the brush, and I put my brush in my water. Let's get another coat. Oh, they are. I used to have migraines really bad, and I haven't had one in a long time, but I think whatever's blowing is what's stirring it up. Let's put another coat on this just so it'll be smooth. You know what? I'm gonna get a sponge. We get a sponge. That'll give us a smooth coat. That will give us a smooth coat. We don't want a thick coat. We just want to cover up some of those edges. There. And you know, you can wash those sponges if you got them. Just put them in some warm water and some soap, wash them, squeeze them out, and they're good as new. Might be stained up a little bit, but you can still use them. Thank you, Wanda. There, that looks a whole lot better. Hey, Sandy. There we go. My arms are still sore. They are still, oops, we didn't get that paint in the front. Let me smooth out that paint there. Let's dry that real quick. I still have a little bit of wet paint. Much easier strokes and bigger than a brush. Yep, it does. You're right. Smarter, not harder. Let's see. I need a little bit more right here. We're gonna get this. Okay, we got the outside of the box done. This is the front part of it, and this is just lasered on there. You can't really feel it. And here's the little thing that you're going to pull out, and I'm not going to get any paint around this little edge right here. We don't want to put any paint there because it just makes it harder to slide in and out. Let's go ahead and we're going to use the drop cloth underneath it. I still have my brush from yesterday out. And let's go ahead and get a little bit of paint on this. That's a little bit hard. I didn't get that good and clean. We're just going to grab another one. I got to reach in here and grab them. There we go. Let's just get us a softer brush. That way we can cover that up really good. We don't want that to come up underneath our rice paper. I am going to make sure I get a little bit in that little divot there. And the main thing I want to do is have this right here covered up. I'm kind of just dragging off my edges there so I don't get it on my sides. Yeah, it'll pop with white, but I'm just going to go ahead and use this. It's light enough. I don't know how well that will pop with that I printed it out on mulberry paper. Okay, let's dry this and let's put one more coat on it. Hey, Kay, how are you doing? But I think Brad will like this one. I think he's going to think it's cute. Let's put just a little bit more over this etching right here. Everything else looks good. I just want a little bit more over this. And I got my decoupage glue. Hey, Patty Meyer. Well, hey, Helen Stillwell. Okay, I know that feeling. Well, hey, Carol from England. I always like seeing people from the UK here. Somehow I got on, I followed two young guys from England. Josh from England, he does a lot of preaching and different things. And then he also has one with his friend. I think his friend's name is James. They came to America and they're getting all their travels. And I had to laugh because every time they would eat something new in the U.S., they were kind of leery about it. But then they really did like it. And so I thought that was funny. Okay, here's our rice paper we're going to use. Like I said, my son-in-law, he does smoke cigars every once in a while with his guys he went to school with, and I want to make sure I see the wanted, and at least I want the majority of that raccoon. From England to Arkansas, yes, definitely. You know, that's funny, Cindy, because oh, it was good, Carol. It was good. In fact, I sent some home with I sent some of all of it home with Ashley and Jesse, and Jeff gave him the plates, and I had a plate turned over the top of it, and I'm just going to use a small foam brush over the top of it, and Jace, that's it, yes, really funny. I got tickled at him, and oh gosh, there was another one they did. It was just funny. But I'm going to put this on for Brad. He may like it, he may not. He may think it's funny. But he does smoke with his college buddies. They're still friends, and they do every once in a while. He's not a habitual cigar smoker, thankfully. But he does like one every once in a while. I think you'll get a kick out of this. Oh, wow. That's nice. Oh, Cindy, what I was going to say, you said from Arkansas to England. My family originated from England. My Philpott family all came from England. And they settled in like Virginia and Maryland. And then they went down into like the Carolinas. And then my line all settled in Arkansas. And then my grandpa was born stateside in Mena, Arkansas. So I've always wanted to go to England. I have a cousin who did all of our researching. She lived in, I'll make sure I don't get that up too high. She lived in Annapolis. Her husband was in the military, and she did a lot of research on our family. And she has us all the way back to England, like in the 1500s. And then my dad, my grandma, my dad's mom was they had a castle. The one we were related to had been a lord of Kent, I think. But she traveled us all the way back. But then on my mom's family, my granddad, his name was, the last name was Delay, D-E-L-A-Y. And they all came like from Ireland. I have a lot of Irish in me. And things like that. A lot of English. I have a lot of English in me. And I have some Cherokee Indian. Which I get that on both sides of my family. We're going to dry this before we sand it. And I'm going to just take a little piece of sandpaper because I don't want to gouge it too much. Hey, B, how are you doing? But you can get this rice paper. I would check out all her rice paper. She's got some really cute rice paper. I'll make sure I don't get any paint on that little lip. And I don't want any paper on it. Gosh, and that's just a really pretty edge you could do something with too. Maybe put it on a card. You had hard wind today? We didn't have much wind today. It was actually cold this morning. And then it got hot because I went from having a sweatshirt on and long pants to a light shirt and a pair of shorts on because it got warm. About noon. I probably should have painted. Oops, I didn't get that label all the way off. I probably should have painted this. I may paint this edge here in the front very carefully. I thought I had all that label off. I may paint that edge. Yeah, we're going to paint that edge. Terry, your husband teases the boys telling they are hacksaw Indian. That's funny. That is funny. We did a Ancestry a couple years ago, and I actually had some Philpots from England send me a message wanting my line, and I know pretty much all of my line. Okay. Oh, that turned out so cute. Trash can. Move my trash can again. Whoops. I'm making sure this is no paint or little teeny tiny pieces of wood in here or any paper. We are going to ink those edges though. And I am going to paint this right here. I think I'm going to take what I've got left on my brush here and just kind of darken it. Almost like I stained it maybe. And I may use that to go all the way around our edges here. It's just a dry brush. So let's just do that. We'll just come over here and get all of our edges. Instead of putting our ink on it, that's what we're going to do. Kind of give that little bit of definition around our paper. I am going to put a top coat on here. Oh, that looks so good right there. I'm going to go ahead and darken my edges just a little bit around my corners. I always like to have my corners a little darker. It just kind of frames it in a little bit. See if I can get a little bit more paint. There we go. A little bit darker. Oh, I think that looks cute. Isn't that cute? Let's dry this just real quick and I'm going to open up those wipes that I got from Carol Ann. That is cute. That is real cute. I don't think I have any Heavy Bond. Heavy gel. Put that over there. And let's see, what can we put on the top of this? Oh, let's see, what do I have? Always got my good old crackles. Whoops, I don't need to drop that. I could just put Mod Podge on it, but that's a primer paste. Let me turn my little thing here around. See what we got. That's a crackle medium. Oh, I know what we can cover it with. We can cover it with our, nope, wrong thing. What can I cover it with? Let me get my nail polish out of there. Crackle. Here's a matte varnish. We'll do a matte varnish. Oh, thank you, Carol. I was actually looking at those on Amazon. These are really good. These are better than the wipes you can get from Walmart. Let me just open that up so I can get this paint off. I thought about crackling it. I could crackle it. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and... I don't think Brad would appreciate the crackle. You know, 20 minutes? That's good. Tell you what, my hands are sore from that little ball we were holding. Let's just go ahead and put a coat of this on it. Let me just get a good brush. Get a brush. I do use a lot of wipes. I do use a lot of wipes. I hate to have my hands dirty. I do use a lot of wipes. I don't have anything to put this deal on though. It's kind of aggravating. I wish I had something to put it on. Because I don't think hot glue would work. Well, in fact, I know hot glue won't work. But I'll show it to you anyway. I may have to get some Heavy Bond gel tomorrow. We'll order some tonight. That's true, Carol Ann, they are. No alcohol or anything in them. I was looking at that. Let me make sure I've got enough of this on here. It's hard to see sometimes. You have to have it in good light. Lord knows I need better light in here. This is going to be really cute though. This matte varnish will seal this really good. That way if it's dusty, they can just wipe it off. Okay. But Emma's going back to school tomorrow. She had to be on her antibiotics for 24 hours and they'll let her back in. She hates to miss school. Absolutely hates it. Okay, let's dry this and we're going to slide it back in and we're going to see what it looks like. I think he's going to like it. Oh, they sure do. I like the smell of a pipe. I don't really care for the cigar smell, but I do like the smell of a pipe. It reminds me of my granddad. Oh, that is cute. That is cute. Now, I rubbed my paint off right there. Since I rubbed my paint off, she had strep. Layla had strep last week. Emma decided to share her water bottle with Layla. And she got Layla's strep. I'm going to put just a little bit of rub and buff. That way if it rubs that edge, you won't just kind of see paint. I'm just going to put it around the edges here. That's the stuff that's hard to get off. Whoops, I got a little bit too much there. Rub that down. Let's just go ahead and put a little bit here too. There, I like how that is. Now, I'm going to take my sandpaper and I'm going to go along the inside edges here and just kind of sand that just a little bit. Making sure there's no dust in them. And make sure it's a little bit easier. There. Now let's put this back in. Oh, goodness. 18. Man, it goes by fast, doesn't it? Emma just turned 10, but there, that looks better. Just a little bit of gold around it. Isn't that cute? I think he'll like it. I mean, it's just simple. You can still see the side there that what's got. I was going to put... I thought about putting these on them. I got these from Temu, I think. And that would fit on both sides. I just need to figure out what I can put on it because I'm out of heavy bond gel. So I may go tomorrow and get some Gorilla Glue. I don't have any Gorilla Glue here. That Titebond might get it. But I thought that would be cute on the sides. I could put one either there or just put one of them right here But right here, it will interfere with this lid coming out. So I'll look at that tomorrow. But anyway, guys, that's what we did. We just made a cute little change to this little cigar box. And I thought this was really cute. Just really cute paper. Thank you, Kathy. Anyway, guys, I'm going to hop off here real quick. And I will see you guys all probably tomorrow afternoon. Maybe Declan and I may come on and do some cookies tomorrow. He's really wanting to do a live. And I'm not up to having him do one with some Wow glue. I haven't heard of that one. I've got some Stick Fast, but I don't think that would stick on there. He's wanting to make some cookies, so I may just come live tomorrow with him, and we may make some cookies. Make some cookies. Because he has a sweet tooth that's a mile long. Make sure my bottles are closed. But anyway, guys, have a great evening, and I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye, everybody.